a 6-part mystery thriller set in the 1990s, after a bunch of women go missing without any clues. With The Vanishing Triangle, Downton Abbey's Alan Leech is ready to tackle a serious new role in the true crime genre. But what is the show all about? Keep watching as we take you through all that we know about the much-anticipated crime drama. First up, what's it all about? Created by Ivan Kavanagh, The Vanishing Triangle is a show that takes inspiration from real-life events that left the whole world in a state of shock back in the 90s. The crimes that the show is aiming to depict took place in Ireland, where several women went missing, one after the other, with little to no evidence about what happened to them. And while the show does not explicitly depict any of these missing women, the producers have spoken to the families of the victims to understand what went on inside their heads when these women went missing. This way, the showrunners were able to stay true to the kind of emotions that the victims' families had to go through, while also finding a way to respectfully commemorate these missing women and their lives. According to Gina Sinnott, cousin of Fiona Sinnott, who went missing on April 8, 1998, any show that can shine a spotlight on these stories to remind the world of how brutally these young women were snatched away from us is playing its part in trying to help the affected families find justice for their loved one. Next up, India Mullen and Alan Leech partner up. The Vanishing Triangle stars India Mullen as reporter Lisa Wallace, who is trying to investigate the mysterious and ruthless murder of her own mother, as she tries to navigate working alongside an extremely sexist police department, where no one seems to want to help her. That is until she meets Detective David Burke, played by Alan Leech, who joins forces with Wallace to help her find some answers as he struggles to battle his personal demons on the side. The premise of the show makes for a pretty interesting watch, and right off the bat, it's pretty evident that this show is going to be character-driven. And considering the kind of performances that lead actors have already delivered in their careers, it's no surprise that the announcement of The Vanishing Triangle has people holding on to the edge of their seats, because this show is definitely going to be a treat for true crime enthusiasts. Then, is this casting the right choice? Starting off with Alan Leech, the Irish actor has had quite an extensive acting career, where he has taken on all kinds of roles, with his most prominent one being in the historical drama Downton Abbey. Playing the character of Tom Branson in the show, Leech has been part of the show for over 6 years now, and let's just say that it's been quite a successful run for the actor. According to Alan himself, when he agreed to be a part of the show, he was initially only hired for 3 episodes, since his character was not supposed to become part of the main cast. The only reason why he said yes to the whole thing was that he had a good working relationship with the show's writer, Julian Fellows, and decided to take him up on the offer. However, what the actor didn't know was that this spur-of-the-moment decision was going to change his life forever. With the show resulting in 6 seasons and 2 movies, Leech found the perfect platform to kickstart his career and experiment with his talent. Tom Branson has now become a household name as the blunt Irish socialist who always has an opinion to give. However, David Burke is a 180-degree shift from what we know Tom Branson to be, with the most important aspect of the character being his struggle to come to terms with his own sexuality. Now, Leech has obviously shown his wide range of emotions as an actor, but to see him in such a gritty role in an even more gritty show is something that his fans can't wait for. From being on top of the British social class system to playing a detective trying to uncover a crime that has taken the world by storm, Alan Leech is bound to stun the audiences once again, just like he always has before. The actor has also made appearances in shows such as Black Mirror and The Good Doctor, so it's no surprise that he has decided to take on yet another risky role with The Vanishing Triangle. As far as India Mullen is concerned, the Normal People actress has shown quite the promise in her career, and while her experience might not be as extensive as her co-actor, her portrayal of Peggy in the show has shown just how talented the 23-year-old star really is. In addition to that, Mullen has starred in the British comedy Brassic, and will be seen in the upcoming Amazon Prime sci-fi show, The Peripheral. So so it's safe to assume that the actress is pretty diverse in terms of her skill. And well, why wouldn't she be? Mullen has actually been formally trained at the Gaiety School of Acting in Ireland, and that's how she stepped into her career. Up next, new Virgin Media ventures. You'll be surprised to know that The Vanishing Triangle leads a host of brand new productions over at the Virgin Media Television, and that the network has plenty of surprises in store for us, with Leech's new show headlining their upcoming TV schedule. Referring to The Vanishing Triangle as a milestone show for the network, Virgin Media representatives are now hoping to expand their range of productions. Along with the true crime drama, the network is also going to be airing an unscripted show called Lucy Investigates, and How to Buy a Home, along with a winter run of Love Island, a reality show that it imports from ITV Studios. Last year, Virgin Media TV recorded about 31 million on-demand streams of its original programs, which is why the network has decided to up its game this time around. With 2022 being a successful year for the network, Virgin Media wants to shift gears and emerge as a streaming service for younger audiences that include 15 to 34-year-olds, and that explains their sudden shift in programming. In addition to all of this, the network is also planning on producing several original documentaries and true crime series to investigate all kinds of issues that plague Ireland, with the most promising one being Until Death, a series that will revolve around the issue of domestic abuse and femicide in the country. Over to Baz Ashmaway hops on board. On a lighter note, the network also shared details about a much-awaited comedy drama titled Faithless that's going to feature Irish rodeo icon Baz Ashmaway in his first ever acting role. And let's just say that his presence is all the reason people need to be excited about the upcoming production. Faithless is a show about an Irish-Egyptian father, Sam, staying true to Ashmaway's roots, who is trying to raise his 3 young, mixed-race daughters as a single parent. The role is extremely personal to Ashmaway, who was estranged from his father and eventually ended up dying of a heart attack. The show is a self-penned story and aims to be a black comedy that sheds light on some pretty important conversations surrounding family, relationships, life, and death, with its fair share of light-hearted moments. And while the show is probably not going to be on air till 2030, it still gives us something to look forward to. The drama will have its fair share of twist and emotion-driven moments as Sam's irresponsible but incredibly hot younger brother moves in to help him, but decides that he just doesn't want to leave. A family drama in the purest sense, Faithless promises to be the show that everyone will want to keep coming back to. Lastly, there's more in store than you can imagine. Owned by Liberty Global, Virgin Media is all set to bring back shows such as Gogglebox Ireland, The Guards, and The Restaurant, while also giving fans brand new content in the form of shows like Secret Service, where celebrity chef Dylan McGrath is going to test upcoming chefs on their skills. So at this point, Virgin is actually just playing with all genres of content to cater to all kinds of audiences. And with the hype that's been created around the network, their formula seems to be working. Another thing that's in the works with Virgin is their acquisition of sports rights. Sports enthusiasts will be happy to know that the broadcaster can now air weekly NFL highlights and cover selected NFL games held in London, along with next year's Super Bowl, live and for the very first time. Not just that, but the network will also air the Champions League and other football matches along with the coveted FIFA World Cup and the celebrity reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, giving the fans plenty of things to look forward to from September onwards. And we don't know about you, but we're ready for non-stop binging sessions once the rollout starts. That's a wrap for this video. Are you planning on seeing any of these shows? And if so, which one? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one. Thanks for watching.